PG-13. This is G.I. Joe. 1986 Tomahawk. That's right. With pilot lift ticket. Lift ticket, well, his helmet was not removable and his microphone was usually thrown out. Since most kids probably didn't even realize there was a microphone. So it would have been a cooler figure if his helmet would have come off. But anyways, this Tomahawk helicopter was one of the best helicopters that G.I. Joe made. It's dual blade configuration. Was pretty fantastic. Now it does have some 50 cal guns on the sides, on each side. Mine, however, I got on eBay, and it does have a little paint splatter, but you know, that just adds to the character of this chopper, as well as, I don't know if they try to spray the rotor blades, but or put marker on there. Now I did buy a new windshield because the tabs sometimes break, so you have to squeeze it. These little tabs here break on the glass. But you know, this was one of my all-time favorite helicopters. The job is coming, look out, get down, Maria, get to the chopper, get to the chopper. It also has another cannon underneath. I forget the name of the cannon, but it was 170 millimeter. So, and then it has, well, 6 missiles, 3 on each side, and then 2 more is 8 missiles. So now these could be just like little bombs, but you know, most of us would have used them as like surface-to-air missiles, as well as the bigger one. There's some cool riveting, like rivets on the detail here. There's engine covers that do come off, and you know, sometimes the tabs get broken, so we're not going to try to take them off, but we could. And you press down, it might come off, or you push up, but I don't want to break it, so we're going to leave that for now. It's so old. Now the cool thing about this was that you could remove the seats, so you could just pile your Joes in, or you could, you know, take out a couple seats and, you know, put Doc's stretcher in there. And you know, some people use Lifeline a lot, you know, to airlift your figures out of the combat zone because they got injured. Well, we've got Delta17 Strike Force in here, and the figures do fit in here. Now this also has another door, but they didn't make the chopper big enough, so you can't really put many vehicles, or you couldn't really put any vehicles in here. If we can even get this open. Oh, there we go. As long as there's nothing jammed in the door, then it should open. So you can, you know, you can have them doing their air jump out the back. So, or you can load up your wounded. So there is, you know, a little bit of room there. But it should have been made a little wider so you could fit a vehicle in there, or even a smaller vehicle. And there was a little propeller that spins on the back. This is the control stabilizer. And there was more engine panels that you could remove off the back. I don't know how easy they are to remove, but we'll try. So this does expose the engine. So you remove these panels, And you know, the tabs are fragile, so you have to be careful. You don't want to break them. Oh no. Oh. We got it off, but can we get it back in? Well, yeah. Okay, this does go back in. And you know, I did have one, and then I picked up another one later on because I played, you know, just played with it so much. So, you know, your things break off. You know, you always made it crash land. You know, you have those giant battles with your Joes. The helicopter gets shut down. And another cool feature was the tow cable. So you could airlift figures right into battle or pick them up. As well as smaller vehicles. You know, you hook them on. Right into battle. So I did love this helicopter. And I've seen some other guys' videos. You know, one of my subs. And he's got like 4 or 5 of these. That's awesome. You know, you can easily remove the seats. And do whatever configuration you wanted. And that was the cool thing about this one. You know, the later on version, the 2013 version, you couldn't remove the seats. So it kind of sucks. And Michael Mercer showed that you could actually, you know, remove the guns. So you could take the 50 cal guns out of the chopper. You could take them out of the chopper. And you know, you could put a stretcher in here. Oh, we got a man down. So, you know, you could easily fit someone on the stretcher there. And you could, you know, or you could just take out, and it did have 5 seats, so you could take out the 5th seat and put all your gear up front. That was a cool thing. The seats do come out fairly simple. If I can get it out. I'm trying here hard. We're having malfunctions with the seats. It's not coming. Oh no. Oh, really? There we go. Okay, we got it out. So you could easily store your gear up front. Now, I don't know if these actually do come out or if they'll break. Yeah, see? So, I'm not gonna try. But, you know, this is one of my favorites, and I would love to get a second one. And you could probably get them for like anywhere from 100, 150, 160. And then after that, it's just price gouging. But now some people complain, but the second version in the 2013, the blades just droop way more and they don't lock into position. So that's just a huge drawback, and the seats don't come out. Whereas this one, you know, you can pull the blades out from time to time and just flip them over. And then it shouldn't droop as much. So, and how this rotor is, it actually sits at a little bit of an angle. It definitely had its play. So I would love to get a more intact one that's not graffitied. Now, you know, sometimes I'll do updates here and there, just small little updates, but I love talking about the G.I.Joe stuff. And you know, what did you have? Did you have this as a kid? You know, I had a paper route, so I was able to get a second one. And you know, I did sell everything in a garage sale, so you lose part of your heart when you do that. But I was able to acquire everything years later. I think I started collecting back in my 30s after a few years after I gave away my last 100 awesome figures. I just gave them away. So you tell me I don't donate. That's far from the truth. I've given away a lot over the years. But you know, don't come at me. If I'm gonna give you something, then it might be in the summertime. But anyways, now you could fit your Delta17 figures in here. And you know, this was a lot of fun to play with though. There's little control mechanisms in the front. The cockpit does have a sticker. It's not as detailed as the 2013. That's you know, that's one of the cool things on the 2013 version. But you know, people overprice that one. I wouldn't pay that much for that. The 2013 version is not as good, just because it's lacking a lot of the features. But it's got more detail in the missiles. So, anyways, but so you got to be careful not to break your tabs on the glass. And well, man, I just love this chopper. You know, if you have two of these, it would be way more fun, because then you could bring your figures into battle. Just load them up. And well, I love this. I also I did love the other helicopters, but this was my number one. You know, just so much, you could do so much with this. It was a lot of fun. You know, you played hours on end with this, and even now you could still play with this. And these do slide off, so you can take off parts of the helicopter if you wanted and make a different custom. But or you could repaint it. I do like the desert camo. Like, G.I.Joe didn't have as much desert camo vehicles, and that's a sad part. But you know, this was just loads of fun. So I do recommend you get one or two for your collection if you can find them. And if you want to parts them, it just will end up costing you more over time because of the shipping. So it's better just to save up and get one all out, and you'll be impressed and happy with this 1986 Tomahawk. Now, if Super 7 was to make a Tomahawk or even a Cobra transport helicopter, they might, because it's in the comics. And I didn't own any of the comics. I just, you know, watch people's videos here and there on the comics. I did have a few of the original comics, issues like 1 and a few other, issue 3, I think a few other issues. I did give them away, because back then I, you know, didn't know if I was actually going to start collecting again. But when I did collect again, it just brought back the memories and the heart. And you know, it is a good escape. But you know, I'm sorry, sometimes I will talk about current issues that happen in the world, just because it's crazy out there. And we don't need a World War III, you know. Everybody should just stop the warring and come together. But it is what it is. And I want to know your thoughts, if you have one of these or a whole bunch of these, and what you love about this helicopter the most. And if you'd like to see Super 7 make some of these, a Tomahawk, or even just some military choppers, you know, I definitely love the helicopters. I would like to see a real Apache made for the G.I. Joe line, because the one that they did make in the 90s just was under scale and sucked. So it wasn't able to fit the figures. And it has to be a 2-seater if you're going to make an Apache. You know, Apache to follow the Tomahawk. And you also need to have dual stickers. You know, you want to have medical stickers, like the Red Cross stickers, so you can switch it out and maybe have it like an olive green helicopter, or a camouflage olive green. But anyways, thanks for watching. We're out of time. And don't forget to pick up your Delta17 figures. Alrighty. And, you know, let me know how much